Hare Krishna, welcome everyone for the Bhakti reading class. So we'll start the program. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Sakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaye Priyatmane Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Iti Namine Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidhi Namine Vanja Kalpatarubhyabhya Kripa Sindhubhyaeva Paditanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneswari Vrishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Brindaye Tulasi Deviye Priyaye Kesavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatiye Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Rama Ramo Hare Hare. So we will resume to the Bhakti reading. So actually we really took a break. That really sort of, threw us into some kind of a disconnection. So it's better not to stop, looks like. So, but anyway. So far we covered 10 limbs of Bhakti, beginning from Sri Guru Padashraya. So actually there are first 4 or 5 of those angas are actually about surrendering to a Guru. So then only we are entering into the real Bhakti. So now from today, we will continue from where we left off. And that is the one that's the 11th one. 10th we covered. So the 11th one, what he's saying is, Asadu Sangha Tyagaha. Asadu Sangha Tyagaha. giving up the association of non-devotees. So this is very important, because when one wants to progress in this Raga Bhakti especially, so this, because what is the goal of our life? The goal of our life is to develop Rati, to the Radha Krishna Yugala. This is the only goal. So now, in order to achieve that, we have to follow some procedure, otherwise we cannot make it. So now, however, what it is saying is, on the manifestation of Bhava, Bhakti becomes concentrated. Actually, what we are going to see is, once when really develops Bhava Bhakti, then they don't have to worry about whom they are talking about, whom they are associating with, because you are automatically going to be detached from them. It is not going to contaminate you. But until this Bhava Bhakti manifests, we have to be very careful. So here the Sangha means association. Therefore, proximity to others or conversation with them is not called Sangha. See, basically what it means is, Sangha means you have some attachment to with somebody. Otherwise, it's not Sangha. It's like you are just seeing somebody and then keep on going. So that's not what we are talking about here. So Sangha occurs when attachment arises in others' proximity or in conversation with them. So the association of persons who are diverted from the service of the Lord is strictly forbidden. When Bhava Bhakti arises, there is no longer any inclination towards the association of persons whose attention is drawn towards the illusory material world. So basically, this as sadhu sangha. As sadhu means what? Who is the non-sadhus? Materialistic people. They are living with the materialistic desires all the way. So that we have to, they are going to sometime in their life, maybe after, maybe we don't know, maybe next life or 100 lives after, they are also, every jiva is going to get back. But it's just a matter of time. So no point in wasting and trying to correct others. So the reason we really came to this world is to correct ourselves only. We did not come to correct others. So this we have to be very, very careful. So anyway, so those who are eligible for the practices of Vaidya Bhakti should always consciously avoid such association. Why? Because Vaidya Bhakti is the basic, elementary, right? So everybody starts with Vaidya Bhakti. So when one has really developed this Bhava Bhakti and entering into the Raganuga, they are already strong. Nothing can really change them. So those who are in the beginning, yes, we have to be careful. So as trees and plants perish due to excessive heat and contaminated air, the Bhakti Lata also dries up due to the association of persons averse to Krishna. So you have to have sadhu sangha. Who are the sadhus? So the sadhus are those who are always delving in bhakti for Radha Krishna. So that is what it is. So now if you really see what kind of, so there are 4 kinds of persons who are diverted from the service of Krishna. Okay. So who are they? 1, sensualistic persons who are devoid of Krishna Bhakti and attached to material enjoyment. Okay, so that's 1. And Stri Sangi. Stri means ladies. So those who are attached to the association of women, that also you have to be very careful. You should not have association with these kind of persons, otherwise you will be doomed. So 3rd, those whose hearts are infected with the faults of atheism and Mayavadas. So what is this atheism and Maya? Atheism is Nastikas. They do not have any belief in God. So for them, everything is just like that. Accidentally, everything happened, and then after this life, there is nothing. There is the end of the life. So this is atheism. Buddhism is also a kind of atheism, because for them, nirvana is just going somewhere and then there is no void. You just go lost. And the 4th one is who are interested in karma. Because they are the people, they are really so much involved in doing karmas and one after another, finding this job, that is that job, this is not satisfactory, then you change the job, this is, here the money is not enough, then you change the job, go to some other country, try to earn, they are karmis. So you have to be really very careful about these. So in fact, I mean, Gurudev, actually of the four things that he really told me to really strictly follow, one of them is you always have Sangha only with high class devotees. So this is something, that is why now if you really see that now, I have come to a stage now that I am not really inclined to really even, reach out and things like that. No, just Krishna devotees, and you do all the pujas and associate only with Krishna devotees. Not even trying to change anyone else. No. Okay. So that is the 11. Okay. Sadhu Sangha Tyaga. Tyaga means sacrifice. So you have to sacrifice those sanghas. Those sanghas means those association involved with these four kinds of people. Okay. I put some of them there. So this is very dangerous. So if we really have association with this kind of people, we are doomed actually. So we have to pray Krishna for actually giving sadhus in our life. So as long as we really catch hold of one sadhu in our life, we are fine. Because even if we are trying to go out or somewhere, so sadhu will pull you back. He will really pull your ear and then come this way, and then you will pull that. So that is why always remember, in your life, you have a sadhu completely involved, so involved, closely involved. Anyway, so number 12 is Bahu Shishya Karana Tyaga. This is what is actually killing so many religious organizations also. What does that mean? To make many disciples in order to accumulate wealth and increase one's pride and prestige is one of the principal obstacles on the path of bhakti. We are seeing everywhere. They are falling down left and right because they have the agenda that, I have to have 50,000 devotees or something. They are just checking one after another. So this is not going to work at all. So this is Bahu Shishya Karana Tyaga. So that we have to sacrifice. We should have a determination that I do not want to take any disciple. This is the highest. But sometimes, people really beg. But our Gurudev says, unless somebody has really come with a mentality that, crying, saying that I am done with this world. I do not want to be in this world at all. I am done with this. No more birth, no more this thing. Please show me what I can do to really get out of this birth and death and to really engage in bhajana. So if one is coming crying, then yes, then you have to help. Otherwise, it is dangerous to really have anyone, you are actually voluntarily or something and trying to really get somebody, very dangerous. So this is there also in the commentary on Bhakti Rasamrta Sindhu, that's there. Srila Jiva Goswami has written that one should not accept many unqualified persons as disciples, even for the purpose of expanding the Sampradaya. Because sometimes, our Sampradaya has to grow, we need more people, more devotees. We may be inclining that. But again, that urge also has to be stopped. Swa Sampradaya Vrittayartham Anadikarino Apina Sanghrignayat. So to make many disciples, one will have to accept many unqualified persons whose hearts are devoid of Shraddha. Of course, Krishna will somehow arrange to make them to run away. Something he will do anyway. So, but, it is really also going to hurt those who are really trying to help those people. Anyway, so that, not only that, if one is not careful, it may really take one to really fall down into hell also. See, which presents obstacles in the practice of one's own bhajana, and ultimately one will have to fall down into hell. So this is why we have to be very, very extremely careful. But whereas you see outside, so many devotees, everything they're adding and adding. But the thing is, If they are not qualified, what is the thing that's going to matter? Because it's only going to hurt whoever is actually giving shelter. So that is the problem. All right. So that is, and in this regard, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is really talking about this in Sikshtastakam verse 4. So what is he talking about? Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavita va jagatisha kamaye mama janmani janmasware bhavatat bhakti agai tuki tvai. So he is saying, oh Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers, disciples. I only want your costless devotional service, birth after birth. So unless we really have this kind of mindset, it is going to be very tough to really get out of our own birth and death. It's going to be a problem. All right, now 13. 13 is Bahu Aramba Tyagaha. Bahu Aramba Tyagaha. What does it mean? Renouncing excessive undertakings. Because many times, one of the famous one that I can talk about is actually Deepavali or some big celebrations like Shivaratri or something like that. But the caveat there is, by overdoing it, we are only going to kill ourselves. So that's what this 13 is saying is, Bahu means more. That means so much of unnecessarily overdoing, Pompous and showy show, out of, show. They want to show. That's it. Showy enterprises or enormous festivals are called excessive undertakings, Bahu Aramba. They should be avoided under all circumstances. The purport of this is that while accepting whatever little is necessary to maintain one's existence, one should engage in Bhagavad Bhajana. By taking up grandiose enterprises, one becomes so attached to them that one cannot fix the mind in Bhajana. See, the problem is fixing ourselves in Bhajana. So this is the biggest problem for us. So whatever you do, it should be always helping us to concentrate on our bhajana. Otherwise, it's going to drag us down. Bhakti is easy to get in, but very, very difficult to maintain. That's the problem. Very, very easy to enter in, but very, very difficult to manage. That is why Bhakti Yoga is tough. Not in the beginning, but after we go. And the 14, this is another very important thing, because especially some who want to churn this little brain they got. They want to read this, that, hear everything, open up some channels, and there are so many channels are there. I think more than the number of channels that Adishesha has. Adishesha is said to have, he has millions and millions of channels. But we are exceeding that. So many YouTube channels, blah, 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 blah will be going on actually. And because they are really talking about so many nonsense. It's not necessarily Bhakti Yoga related at all. And here, and not only that, even look at your own channel. I got realized, I really once, I was looking at the channel in the TV. There are 700 channels. I thought maybe some 15, 20 channels or something. 700 adding. What is through this damn remote control out and shut off the TV. That's it. So there is nothing. See, the things are going to only drag down. Now, similarly, studying too many scriptures also is bad. Because many people, they really want to make the talk, this kind of talking as a show business. It is happening in other organizations also. They are now trained, and what they do is they really take a topic and they really go through so many mundane kind of things, so that the people get amused. The amusement is the one they really catch it, train, and very rigorous and they really attract the people. For that, they have to read many scriptures. Why? In order to make novel explanations and arguments. So now, here what we are seeing is, the Shastras are like ocean. So in taking instruction on some particular subject, it is best to study the Shastra related to that subject from beginning to end. So ours is what? Bhakti Yoga. And especially Radha Krishna Bhakti, not any Bhakti. And again, Radha Krishna Bhakti also, what kind of thing? Again, Raganuga Bhakti. That's what we want. That's the greed we have. So that means, if anything is not going to help us, we should not even touch those books. And also, sometimes what happens, we really take some book, and then, of course, there are a lot of Bhakti Shastras. For example, Bhaktivinoda Thakur himself has really written so many, Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, so many. But the thing is, unless we read the whole thing from beginning to end, it's not good to really even talk about it. So what here saying is, by reading only a little of many different Shastras, one does not obtain full knowledge of any subject. Especially in regard to the Bhakti Shastras, if one does not apply the mind and study with careful consideration, then one's intelligence will not become impregnated with Sambandha Tattva Jnana. What is important is, this brain is not important. What is important is using the brain, if at all possible, to connect us to what? Connect means Sambandha to the Lord. But in most of the time, it is not that our brain is going to help us. Brain is not that, because Lord is not sitting in your brain. Lord is sitting in the heart. So why? Heart is the place where you have bhakti. Love and affection is not found in here. Love and affection is found only in the heart. That is why if we see that, females are actually more inclined to this bhakti. If you see the temple, you just count the number of people, what kind of people coming. You will see 75 to 80% of the devotees will be female only. Because they go by the heart, they go by love and affection. They want to have approach the Lord with love and affection. And that's what Lord also wants. Lord does not want your brain, how much intelligence you got, how many slokas you got, how many scriptures you have really learned. He doesn't care at all. He says, you keep it with you. I don't want your intelligence, I don't want your knowledge, I don't want your talent, nothing. I want only your heart. That's the only one he is looking for. And through our buddhi is not going to give real sambandha, because sambandha has to be out of love and affection. Sambandha is not like somebody writes a law. Okay, you and O are related or something like that. It's not even like, see, marriage is at least there is something, right? Fire sacrifice, all those things and some ceremonies that you do. Okay, so there is a sambandha that you are establishing in front of the fire sacrifice. But here, with the Lord, that sacrifice, that sambandha has to be with your heart. But that sambandha, Krishna is very, very picky. He says, either you give your whole heart or I don't want your heart. No, you take it. You keep it with you. You know what kind of heart do we have? We have, okay, all right, little bit here, little bit, my son and daughter, they are just studying. I have to do this one, I have this, everything. Because so much they are really putting their effort unnecessarily. Because this is the problem. So actually, what the scripture says is, one good thing about female is, they go by the love. But the negative side is they also have attachment with their own relatives too much. This is why sannyasa is not fit for ladies. This is the reason they cannot. See, there's a problem. Even the mantras, when the Diksha mantras, they are not going to get the Brahma Gayatri, they are not going to get. Because then if they really get it, then it is too bad. too bad. Then it will become so soft, and then it can really do havocs. That's why they don't really give. It's given only for the men. And they are the only one who can actually renounce easily. So there's so many plus and minus. Everybody has his own plus and minus. But anyway, so here, Sambandha Tattva Jnana is necessary For that, you use your whatever the knowledge you really got from Gurudev and scriptures, but the real sambandha is to be done only by our heart. This is the only thing that will get attached. Brain is not going to get attached. So anyway, bear in mind that only the direct meaning of the Shastra should be taken. Okay, so here it's very important. But you see, by presenting many varied explanations of the scriptures, contrary conclusions ensue. This is what the Mayavadism by Adi Shankaracharya happened. Because it is not supported in Veda at all. He took some, the Mahavakyas, main of them, there are 5 of them. He took that for his advantage. And in order to obey the order of Krishna, to divert all the non-devotees away from the Lord, he had to teach this Mayavadam Asat Sastram. So, but he did it for a purpose, so all those non-devotees will automatically get attracted. Oh, yeah. God is formless. Oh, God is formless. All right. Okay, I am God, you are God, everybody is God. They get so puffed up, and they will run away from, because they don't have any humbleness, no humbleness, nothing, no Vaishnava etiquette, nothing is going to come. So they will be driven out. That was the reason for that. But in general, it is also mentioned that there are other people also. They may try to take these kind of the scriptures and try to explain in the way they want to make use of it. Okay, and like for example, I was reading Bhagavad Gita. It is what the chapter 9, verse 26. It's saying, right? Patram pushpam balam doyam bhaktya. So whatever you offer, right? Whatever you offer, what are the things offer? Patram, that means the tulasi leaf and fruit and water, like that, right? These are the things that he is saying. And I was reading there the purport of, there is a famous, very, very famous, the scholar who really gave this one. And he's saying, see, look at what Krishna is saying. Krishna is saying, whatever you do, you give like this, you have to first offer to Krishna and then you really take it. That is why if you want to eat meat, you offer to Kali. Because Krishna is also Kali, he is accepting your offering as Kali, and then you eat it. So Kannappa Nayanar, look at Kannappa Nayanar, he was a devotee, but he was a tamasic devotee. But remember, he was a worshipper of Lord Shiva. See how he did. He was explaining. Look at what the Shastra says. Is it saying anything other than this, Patram Pushpam Palam Doyam? But why this meat eating is coming? I was really totally bizarre. How people can really misinterpret the Shastra. This is the thing. Anyway, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given the following direction to Sanatana Goswami. Bahu Grantha Kalabhyasa Vyakyana Varijiba. One should not but partially study many scriptures just to present new explanations. Actually, there was one particular thing that I used to talk about this. Why we should not really read partial, some chapters here, some pages here, some pages here, some pages here, some pages here. So one day, there is one, you are the Christian, of course, in this case. So he got so much of fond of Bible. So he used to read Bible every day. He opens a page, just random, open the thing, and then, he reads the, total page, and then, it's good for Bhakti. But then there he says, you praise me, praise my name and my, quality, this, everything, praise the Lord, like that. Okay, good. He's very, very good. Then one day, as usual, he opened up and he's reading that. Oh, Yovan killed himself by making suicide. That's the thing. If you need the history. Yovan killed himself by killing himself or something. Oh, he said, no, this page is not good. Okay, all right. So he turned the page to another page and he started reading. It was continuing from the previous page. Of course, we don't know what, something was there. And it is coming here. you should also do the same. See, this is the dangerous thing of reading little bit here, and then having fanatics about this. So this is what is basically, we have to be careful. Also in Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, Na vyakyam upayunchita, means one should not make a profession of explaining or reciting Bhagavatam in order to maintain one's existence. If you see, actually, especially in North India, there are a lot of Pandits, they really recite this Srimad Bhagavatam, various occasions, and they make a lot of, their living is based on reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. So now, what he is saying is, this is very bad. By doing so, Srimad Bhagavatam and other scriptures simply become a medium for business exchange, which is thoroughly opposed to Bhakti sadhana. In Srimad Bhagavatam, all these practices have been clearly prohibited. Na sishyan anubhagnita granda naiva pyased bahum na vyakyam upayunjita naramba naravet kvachit. Bhakti sadhakas should not make many disciples. In other words, they should not be moved by greed to make disciples of unqualified persons who are lacking in faith. They should not study many scriptures. They should not make a business of explaining the Shastras in order to make money, nor should they undertake ostentatious enterprises. So here, if you see this carefully, something very important is coming. What is called ostentatious. Ostentatious means making impression, or to attract people. That is more direct meaning of these ostentatious enterprises. All right. Actually, you won't believe. Yes, just 2 days back, I got an email from somebody who really sent me an invitation saying, so and so has actually referred you to really contact. And I used to be living in North Carolina, attending a lot of Sangha somewhere. I don't want to mention anything other than that. So and so mentioned that you have been giving classes to the children and everything. Now I have moved to Bombay. In Bombay, I have started a company. So what we are doing is we are making a business out of making these lessons for young children. So it will be so nice if you also take a portion of our enterprise. So take some stocks and then invest in it, and then you can get some profit. My God, where is this going? This is very, very dangerous. It is happening. It is happening in big organizations. Just to make money, they open up YouTube channels just to make money. And they are even singing what? This Gopi Gita for the public, just like that. This is very, very bad. Yes, this is happening. Okay. All right. Next one is, okay. Okay. Now I have something more to say about this Bahu Shastra. Bahu Shastra Vyakya. Here, we talked about, I just mentioned about the Advaita. Advaita was really started by Shankaracharya for a purpose, because that is Lord Shiva. He is Lord Shiva himself. Right? So there is a purpose. But Advaita was there even before also. It was not something new. In fact, it is said that Shankaracharya really stole this idea, this theology, hypothesis from one of his disciples, and also from his guru also knew about this Advaita. Something like that is there. But anyway, so idea here is this: why this is really Advaita is completely dangerous for our bhakti is, it is really not giving a sambandha to Krishna, but instead it will kill the sambandha. This is very dangerous. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, If anyone is reading Advaita philosophy, and especially those Viveka Chudamani by Shankaracharya, your Krishna Bhakti is doomed, finished. It is completely gone. Remember. Because actually Shankaracharya had to even blame Veda Vyasa. In one place he said Veda Vyasa is not correct. Because he wanted to take those Mahavakyas on his favor, whatever he wanted to achieve as such Shastram. And look at how the whole thing is so convoluted. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, finish, don't. And also reading these kind of Shastras, not only these, it is better not to read so many Shastras, as I mentioned, that was the topic, right? Bahu Shastra, Vyakya, Vivedayati, Tyaga. So you should not be really reading that many. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur told, you just pick about 5 scriptures. Bhagavatam, Charitamrita Charita, like that, Bhagavad Gita, and then probably few more. That's it. You just do that. It's good enough. Yes. This is he's very, very easy. Don't, exploit your brains here and there just to really thinking that you are going to be really knowing a lot of things. Knowing is not going to have any value to Krishna Bhakti. It is only the Bhakti which really matters. Okay. So now 15. 15 is Vyavahare Karpanya Tyagaha. Giving up miserly behavior. If you see, because we know our own community, we know, right? All these, especially Desis, some Desis are very good, but not everybody. They may be making, their families or whatever, they may be making millions of dollars. And how much they really give to the Guru? Oh, maybe $51 or $100. Of course, if that's all they can give, that is different. But the thing is, look at here. I mean, because we are actually making so much of money, then why we are actually putting in the hundi just $1 or $2 like that? So this is kind of, that's what it is talking about here. Vyavahare karpanya tyagaha. Giving up miserly behavior. Actually, in one way, Gurudev was telling, it is actually most of the time the help is not coming from his devotees. His direct devotees. It's coming from others, actually. So this is another thing again. Anyway, let us read this one. For the maintenance of one's existence in the material world, it is necessary to acquire suitable items for one's food and clothing. Yes, accepted. If one does not obtain such items, difficulty will arise. Even if such items are obtained, one experiences difficulty when they are destroyed. Thus, even in the presence of miseries, devotees should not become disturbed. Rather, they should always remember Bhagavan within their minds. If endowed with sufficient competence and capability, one should not be miserly in regard to the service of the Lord. So, what is the problem with that? Why? Problem, what it is saying is, if you really go more deeper, that is the a symptom of a corrupted mind. Corrupted for what? Because not only corrupted mind, also what is the thing called? We are actually it's the insecure feeling. Oh, no, we need more. Otherwise, what, something happens somewhere. That means they are not having faith in Krishna. Because Krishna should be the topmost insurance for us. Right? So, one should not be miserly in regard to the service of the Lord, the service of the Vaishnavas, festivals, commemorating the appearance day of the Lord, and other such activities. One should be satisfied with whatever one obtains and carry on with one's activities of services to the Lord. Actually, there is something, I remember, there was one devotee who visited us in North Carolina. Amazing. He was an amazing devotee. Those devotees normally not that many people will be knowing them. This devotee is so special. He gave some nice small booklet, actually. I am still having. You know what he is? So he's okay. He was okay in the sense, he was renounced. He was actually staying somewhere. Then all of a sudden he really found, he was very, very poor, like he has to work somewhere, Walmart or somewhere, and then, make his living by paying the rent. And he came under our Gurudev. And then what I heard was, he did not tell me, I heard indirectly. Then after that, when his father and mother left, they were also not that rich. So he got a share of $50,000. This was about maybe 5-6 years back. No, maybe a little more, something like that. And apparently, you know what he did? He took that $50,000, straight away came to our Gurudev and gave at his lotus feet. Gurudev knew what exactly he is, he knew. Of course, somebody might have really noticed that one. He could really feel the tears, because Gurudev knew how poverty-stricken he was. And now he is giving only whatever that is $50,000. Look at here. Gurudev could not talk anything. But what kind of blessing that he got. He did not take even a penny. But what we do, we put $50,000 in our pocket, take $1, and $1, or sometimes suppose $5 comes, we'll be asking for, hey, you have change, I have $5, I want. Why? I need to put something in the hundi for the temple. I have $5. Oh yeah. You mean that means Krishna cannot take $5 or what? So he takes only the change. So this is the mindset that we are talking about here. So to whom Krishna will open up? This $1 case? Or this kind of amazing? Yes. And one should be satisfied. Yeah, then again what he did? Then he had to do something for his living. Then I was asking, because I came to know, then I was asking, what are you, I am back to working again. Once in I work, and then because I have to pay the rent. Same thing again, nothing changed. So he's very happy. Yeah, in fact, I forgot, I could have really pulled that particular things that still I have in my library as a souvenir, actually. These are the kind of people that we have, not like just because some trust and some big pride and this everything, big, whatever congregation, that is everything. No. This is very, very rare. You give everything to Guru. Actually giving everything to Gurudev, done, that is it. Then Krishna will be running behind you. In fact, I don't want to talk much on this. There are so many cases actually. Anyway, so never be a miser. If you are a miser, you may think that you have bhakti. Actually, Krishna is dear to everybody, because every jiva is related to Krishna only. But we are not going to go to him in this life. You give, that is it, give completely. Then automatically Krishna will come running behind you. Otherwise, we may be saying, oh Krishna, I do puja, I do this, everything, all kinds of things. Krishna is not going to even look at. But when we do like this, that's what he is saying. If you are actually doing this kind of thing, then I will not only look at you, I will now come after you. Anyway, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. 16. Oh, why did I press? Okay. 16 is Soka Krodadi Tyagaha. Soka means sadness, lamentation. Krodha means anger and all those, impulses and all kinds of emotions, negative emotions, etc. So, Sri Krishna does not appear in the heart that is filled with lamentation. Many times, just because they really come to a Guru, suppose something tragically happens to them or to the family, they come and then sit in front of the deity and then start crying. Oh Krishna, I gave you so many, this many, this thing. I gave these for the temple. I gave this for that and everything. How can you do this for to me or to my family? This is lamentation. Another one is fear. Oh, my job may go off. So many layoffs are going on. Oh, I am afraid. Oh, Krishna, please save me. Fear. And anger. Just because somebody has really told something, bad on you. So you get anger. Greed. This is what it is. When Dharmaraja was asked by the ghost, what is the unending disease in this world? One disease you cannot be cured. That is greed. And envy. Envy means, somebody else is doing better and then I am not. So you really agitate your mind and brain, and you cannot sleep because of the envy. Oh, he is getting that much money now. He has got this position now. Oh, look at here. He's doing this way, that way, that. Oh, that is none of our business. Whatever that is destined for us in this life will come. Surely it will come. Never be envious. But then somebody will say, oh, you know what? If you are not having this kind of envious, then how will you advance in your material, progress? Your standard of living is, you have to really do like this, and then only you can work hard. Working hard is for dogs and donkeys. Not even for the dogs. Dogs are not even doing. Donkeys. Because Shastra says the purpose of the human being is to worship the Lord, not to really torture, drinking coffee and tea and then working overnight and then killing ourselves. That is not the purpose of our human body. So whatever that somebody else is doing, what is your problem? You are different. What is important is, are you happy? But that is where the problem comes. But what is the secret of happiness? Look at these two pictures here, what I am showing. The left one is actually CEO. He is getting $24 million. Actually, CEO is maybe getting more. But look at his situation. And look at the other side. A poor lady. She works in the farm. And how much salary she gets? Maybe $1 a day. And who is happy here? So happiness has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with how much you are making. The crows and cockroaches, even ants and all the insects, everybody is living. Why can't you live? Because you were created by the Lord, and whatever that He has arranged, that will come to you. But that satisfaction never comes. If that satisfaction never comes, there is never going to be happiness. As soon as you start comparing with others, hey, he is a millionaire. He's making so many lakhs of this thing, rupees by opening some channel, YouTube channel. Okay, let us also try do something. Or I want to invest somewhere. All kinds of illegal, this kind of nonsense, trading and everything. It is not going to make you happy. Happiness is not outside. Happiness is inside. Just to get a sadhu, get a devotee, surrender unto his lotus feet, and he will give Krishna, and just to see Nama Sankirtan, just to save him. Do seva. You are the happiest person in this entire world. Because the CEO cannot even sleep for a while. Unless he is really, taking these pills. He cannot sleep. Even Michael Jackson, he could not sleep. Why? This is what it is. The greed and the envy And yes, what for fame and fame and fame. Yes, okay, today I did this particular program, so successful. Now I have a fear how I can do the next program even better than this. He cannot sleep now. Array, he had 12 doctors or 24 doctors, something like that. Anyway, my memory is not that good. To take care of him alone. And without pills, he could not sleep. In fact, CEO, not only CEOs, big, president, vice president, these VP, whatever, they have a problem. So anyway, what is the 16 you are talking about, right? Okay, so this is the miserable CEO, and look at the happy poor lady. Oh, here again, okay, that is the 16. Okay. Anyway, okay, now this 16 also having something more, that is Krishna does not appear in the heart of those who are filled with this. This is the important thing that we have to take. Understand? And now compare that devotee that he gave $50,000 as his inheritance straight away at the feet of Gurudev. Look at him. He gets Krishna, and other CEO does not get Krishna. But again, okay, now here, the lamentation is important. Lamentation, we should not. Why we are getting lamentation? Because it is because of our karma only. Because your karma will completely stop only when we develop that Bhava Bhakti. Until that, karma will be always on us. Because Krishna's mercy is not really going to come before Bhava Bhakti develops. Krishna is favor of everybody. But Bhava Bhakti is the thing. Until that is achieved, these all the prarabdha karma will be coming. But when the lamentation comes, what this particular, this particular verse saying is, we always remember Hari, Lord Hari. He will never give us up. Always remember, the money will give us up. Our relatives will give us up. Talking about relatives, you lament, right? Oh, I want to make a big marriage, or big graduation of my child is graduating, all kinds of things you want to do. And then you do something, you tell something which is very small, this thing, and if it hurts your relative's ego, it will like a cobra, boom, immediately will come and then put poison on you. Relations like this. Never ever rely on relations. We may be teaching, preaching. Oh yeah, Bhagavad Gita is saying, Lord saying this, everything. We may be preaching, but do we have the realization that we do not have any relation to our so-called relation? These are all made-up relations to kill us. That you have to understand. This is not the relation. Only Lord Hari is the relation. That is why he say, therefore one should practice fixing the mind on the lotus feet of Bhagavan. Otherwise, the lamentation will come. And you will keep on doing the same thing. Lamentation will come. And also anger will come. Oh, you know what? I was really, bringing up my child so many years. I actually helped for graduating. I was, paying everything. I was even, when he was sick, I was the one who was always with him. And, all the thing. And, without even me sleeping. Now look at what she has done to me. This is going to come. It will come. It will come. Why? Because Krishna says, any relation that you keep other than with me, it will be a poison on you. 17. Okay, again. Also, Sloka, Kuvirada, I have one more slide. Look at here. This is what kind of course. It is really, when one is actually leaving, suppose the child is leaving the parent for some reason, there's a lamentation. Yes, This is the part of life. And this is Maya. Did you bring the child, when you really came here? So and so should be really coming with me. Did you bring? No. That is important. Okay. All right. Now 17. Devatantara ninda tyagaha. Actually, who are demigods? Demigods are actually the angas of Bhagavan only. A pure bhakta will, we should not insult them. You really give worship, give respect, and then, but you give your complete Shraddha only in your Ishtadeva, which is Radha Krishna. Okay, anyway, so that's what it is saying, yes. Because these demigods are really the gods, dominate the ruling the three modes of material nature. And the people are controlled by three modes of material nature. Three colors, different mixes. So we have different personalities, different demigods, right? So now, according to their mode of material nature, they will automatically have the inclination to worship that God. You cannot do anything. We may be trying to preach them, but that's it. You can tell them, that's about it. But it is not in our control. So what he is talking about is, let there be 33 crores, 330 millions of demigods, let them be. And there are, so many crores of worshippers, let them be. Don't get bothered. This world is not yours. So what is important is, we should have exclusive, undivided devotion to Krishna. That is Ananya Bhakti. Because Sri Krishna is the Moola Devata, or original God of all the gods. So no one should consider the demigod as independent. They are not independent. But this is what the big problem is. They really even manufacture their own ideas that they are separate. Even all the religions are also manufacturing their own. Hindu gods, Christian gods, Islamic god, this god, that god. They are dividing like crazy. There is nothing like that. So God is only one. And all these demigods, so-called, they are all only the angas from Bhagavan. They are servants actually. The servants. But Sri Krishna is the Moola. He is the Moola Devata, root of the three. And then that means, okay, let everybody, then anyone who is worshipping other gods, let them go. That is it. That is their fate or whatever it is. But eventually, if those demigods does any favor, eventually they will come out. That happened in many cases. So that's not something that they will just take and devour them. No, it's not possible because everybody is serving Krishna only. Okay, anyway, so no one should consider the demigods as independent from Krishna because they are all dependent. Okay, and that's so separately you should not worship. But the problem is there are some etiquettes that we have to follow. For example, because the demigods are subordinate or servants of Lord Krishna, if anyone is directly offering something to the demigod and then giving to you as to really take, you cannot take it. That is not insulting. That is your etiquette. Why etiquette? Because I am under Sri Krishna. This is good. Actually, even just now, this what is this festival? This 9 days or something they worship here. Durga festival. Somebody came with this. I said, oh, yeah, it's good, no problem. That's good. But we cannot really take it because Yes. Hare Krishna. Okay. All right. Yeah. Are you okay? Are you able to hear me?
Maharaj, Navaratri festival, Maharaj.
Navaratri. Oh, that's the one. Yeah. Because they're all still worshipping a demigod. No problem. That is absolutely fine. But we have to follow some etiquette. That is why sometimes we may feel that, are we really insulted? No. We should not insult. They are also serving only Krishna. Okay. Anyway, so one should know all the demigods are servants of Sri Krishna and thus offer respect to them. However, one should incessantly meditate upon and remember only Sri Krishna. So this is what the Ananya Bhakti we are talking about. So we have to follow, because every jiva is in different levels. So this is why we have to be careful. As long as the heart of the jiva is not free from the influence of the three modes of nature, Ananya Bhakti will not arise. This is the key thing now. It's very, very key thing. Okay? That means, when will the Ananya Bhakti will come? You are going above these three modes of material nature. Then only you will not have any inclination to worship any demigod. But he will give the whatever the respect, that is different. But only when you really transcend, Ananya Bhakti will come. Then when we go higher, what is this? Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, these are the three modes of material nature. So when you are starting to ascend and coming above that, then Ananya Bhakti is going to come. That means it will come to a stage. I don't care. Whatever that happens to me, or to my body may be cut into pieces, my Prananatha, everything, life and life, my soul, it all belongs to only Radha Krishna Yugala. So if that comes, that means this is one of the thermometer to measure. That means you are transcending over the three modes of material nature. Okay. So in accordance with the modes that are predominant within their heart, they worship the corresponding demigods in charge of such modes. See, you cannot really see, dog, suppose the pig, right? Pig, whatever that, you may really try to put some golden, what do you put in the nose? Ear nose or something, right? Golden this thing in the ear nose, and then also put some nice ornament and everything. All right, then where will it go? With the ornament, where will it go? It is going to eat stool only. You cannot do anything with that. You see, that is the nature. You can even instruct. Giving a big thing, saying that don't eat that, I am going to give you halava every day, I am going to give this everything, and it will be whang. It will be actually probably watching you are talking, but the moment you stop, where will it go? It will go only there. Because of the control by these three modes of material nature. So their faith is exactly in accordance with their eligibility. So now the eligibility comes into picture. Therefore, one should not display any attitude of animosity or disrespect towards the worshipful demigods of such persons. By the mercy of the demigods, there you go. Such worshippers can make gradual progress, and their hearts may at some time become free from the influence of the modes. We don't know when, but it's supposed to happen, because every jiva actually belongs to Krishna. Krishnera is right. Jivera Swarupahaya, Krishnera Nityadasa. All right. Okay. 18. Okay. So now we did 1 hour. So we'll do another 15 minutes, because otherwise it will be probably too much. But we'll see. Prani matre utvega tyagaha. Giving up harassment of other living entities. Sri Krishna becomes very quickly satisfied with those who maintain an attitude of compassion towards other living entities and do not create any kind of anxiety for them, either by body, mind, or words. Okay, like for example, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu are the mercy personified. Most merciful Lord. And of course, the associates, what we are talking about, very, very merciful. And when our Namacharya Haridas Thakura was tortured in 22 marketplaces by the Muslims, beating up with the blade, wired blade, just chopping the flesh out, and the blood was just dripping and dripping, and almost just a skeleton with only bones. And finally, he will not die. So now what happened? Those who are actually torturing him begged, oh, now please die, otherwise we will die. Why? Because if you don't die, then the king is going to kill us. So please die. Then what did Haridas Thakura do? Yes, he meditated on the Lord. Yes, let me leave the body. But he was anyway, Lord has his own plan. And then these people, they really took the body and then threw in Ganges. Because according to their theory, if anyone is thrown in Ganges, they will not go to Swarga. Because for them, heaven is the big thing for them. And heaven is the one we should not even think about it. But that's what they want. So according to their theory, throwing one dead body in the Ganges, they will be doomed. They will not get heaven. So this is their theory. They threw, and then they went back to the king and then told that yes, he's finished. Now all right. So they got the reward, etc. And as soon as after that, this Haridas Thakura is with his original body completely remade, beautiful body, attractive, effulgence. He's talking. He started walking on the water of Ganges and coming towards them. Anyway, here the summary is: look at the mindset of these Vaishnava Acharyas. They do not want others to suffer. But on the other hand, these all the human beings, normal human beings, they really make it as a point that they should be comfortable and others should really be doomed. This is not the quality of Vaishnavas. So the 18th sloka, that 18th sorry, prani matre udvega tyaga, that means you should not really have even a solitary inclination to hurt, even an ant. This is Vaishnavas. 19. Seva aparada, nama aparada tyagaha. So giving up all offenses in regard to seva and nama. Actually, deity worship is not easy. Deity worship is not easy. You have to follow so many rules and regulations very, very carefully. Because if you have really seen the heard Gurudev's Harikathas, you will understand. Because deity is Sakshat Bhagavan. So with that in mind, you have to have a complete devotion as if Bhagavan is right there and sitting. But unfortunately, that does not come in the mind of everyone that easily. That is why, at the end of the deity seva, what do? We do the nama aparada, right? Sorry, aparada, that saying. There is a thing also, I don't remember. My memory is not good. Anyway, so we really sing those. Aparada sagasrani kriyande karisam maya tasogam ima madhva samaswa madhusudana. Oh Madhusudana, thousands of aparada I might have done. In fact, yes, that is true. And in fact, our deity worship in most of the cases is relying on this particular prayer only. Without this prayer, we would have been completely all aparada, seva aparada. Because when you are doing the prayers, you are thinking about something else. and we are doing in the deity seva, that is the only time the phone call will come. That also the important call will come only at that time. When you are doing the deity seva, the phone will come. Other times nothing will happen. Yeah, see, and then if you run to really answer that, then who is important? Your deity is important, or that that person is important, the phone call is important. And then you really run there and then find that, it was actually a call from these the guys who really sell things, right? Remember? It was actually the unwanted call, finally. Aparadha. Even otherwise also, if it's a relative, then it's aparadha too. I am telling only one aparadha. But when we are doing deity seva, you have to be very careful. And in fact, deity seva is very, very important in progressing in devotion. But eventually what should happen? The devotee should actually come and manifest in your heart too. So that is the ultimate. But if you are doing aparadh, then it is going to be difficult. So he's saying here, seva aparadha, nama aparadha, tyaga. Actually, tyaga means those which we should not do. That's basically tyaga means. You should avoid. So first 10 of the 64 angas, we are covering what we should do. Starting with Guru Padasraya. Surrendering to a Guru is the first one. Before we even start into the other angas, that has to be done first. And all the 10s are to do. And now we are covering what we should not do. That's what is going on. So, devotee should be very attentive to avoid committing seva aparadha in relation to the worship of the deity, Archana Vigraha. And Nama aparadha in relation to bhakti in general. Now, what is Nama aparadha? There are many of them. 10 of them are very severe. We are going to discuss that in more detail. And the number 1 is Vaishnava Ninda. What is Vaishnava Ninda? Means blaspheme on a Vaishnava. Of course, you may say that there are so many people are really even talking very bad thing about our own Gurudev. That is the topmost Vaishnava Ninda. They will fall down. This is the problem. We are seeing it. Because what happens is the Vaishnava Ninda is so important. So, this is like that's what our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has mentioned this as a mad elephant. Suppose you have a very nice, wonderful house, and in that house, and a mad elephant comes in, what will you do? You might have arranged very nicely things here, like this. It will demolish everything. Okay, good. Maya, yeah, okay, good. Om Andrihinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardana. Okay, that is the one. Yeah, okay, it's coming. The problem is my technology is so much. I have to keep an eye on there, I can't here, I can't there. There are 5. I need probably 6 eyes. So I have only 2 of them, and 2 are also, one is very bad and one is now replaced. So I have problem. And in more over that, I have flu. Actually, I am giving the class when I am running fever now. But anyway, but I have to make it. This is Guru Seva. What I can do? I have to make it. So far, yes, we could make it. Anyway, now this Nama Aparadha is very, very, very bad. And also in terms of Seva Aparadha, we are going to see that in detail as we go. There are 32 kinds. Some of them are, getting into the temple room wearing slippers or shoes. And also, actually one thing that I really remember is, when Lord is looking at, you should not come and then get down from the car with the shoe right in front. There is one temple. I don't want to tell the temple. It's in South India. The way it is there is, these guys will park right there. Okay, now you can get down. And then if you see that, right away there, you see the Vigraha right there. And then, you will be getting, no. So we have to be very, very careful, actually. So there are so many rules. 32 of them, we'll go through those. And then, as I mentioned, 10 kinds of Nama Aparadh, such as blasphemy of devotees or disrespect the spiritual master. Yeah, if anyone is really giving disrespect to the spiritual master, they are doomed, finished. They have no way of coming back. So this is very, very dangerous actually. Offenses of both these kinds should certainly be avoided. As these offenses are elaborately described further ahead, they are only briefly mentioned here. All right. Okay, so now 20. Okay, all right. So something I was thinking of covering today, which probably we may be. Okay. We can make it. We can make it. Okay, Guru Krishna Bhakta Ninda Sahana Tyagaha. One should not tolerate blasphemy of Sri Guru, Sri Krishna, or the devotees. I will just read it. To blaspheme Sri Gurudeva, Sri Bhagavan, or the devotees is an offense. Similarly, to hear blasphemy of them is also a great offense. If one is capable, he should give suitable punishment to such offenders. If one is unable, he should cover his ears, leave that place, and take bath with his clothes still on. By hearing blasphemy, the active principle, that vritti of bhakti, becomes withered. Bhakti is completely cut out, withered. Those who blaspheme Krishna are the Vaishnavas or offenders who are offers to Sri Krishna. That is why in Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, Nindam Bhagavata Srinuvams Tatparasya Janasya va Tato na paiti tiyakso api yati adagak sukrutas chutaha. Those who hear blasphemy of Bhagavan are the devotees and do not leave that place are deprived of their auspicious activities and fall down to a degraded position. Srila Gurudeva is here included within the classification of the devotees. Therefore, one should never tolerate blasphemy of Sri Gurudeva, Sri Krishna, or the devotees. The 44 limbs of bhakti which follow after these are included within the 20 limbs already mentioned. They have been described as separate limbs in order to understand the subject matter elaborately. The 30 limbs from the 21st item, adopting the outward signs of a Vaishnava, to the 50th item, offering of one's dear objects to Krishna, are included within Archana Marga. That is the path of regulated worship, Vaiti Marga. Okay, now with this we will conclude. I have Pratyumna Prabhu there. Okay, very nice. Okay, yeah, he got a question. Of course, he has a concern. And this 21 is something very important. We will read this first. Then I will hand over to him to really mention something about. Yes, Pratyumna Prabhu, you can probably be ready. It's just 5 minutes. We'll read this one. This is really supporting that you really talk to me. 21. Vaishnava Chinha Dharanam. Adopting the outward signs of a Vaishnava. So now the question here is, why should we really show all these ones? Why can't be that internal? Okay, but listen here. To where also Jaiva Dharma also, remember that Sannyasa Thakura, he came and he really surrendered to the Babaji. And after the thing happened, what happened? He became Vaishnava, and it also manifested externally, and he put the tilak, and he really put the Gandimala. He changed his cloth also, and he put all the necessary marks on his body as Vaishnava. It is coming with that. It is not something internally is necessary. Internal and external both are necessary. So now, to wear 3 strings of tulasi beads around the neck, to adorn the body in 12 places with tilaka, and so on, is called Vaishnava Chigna Dharana. To adopt the outward signs of a Vaishnava, a sadhaka must certainly adopt those Vaishnava markings. The injunction to wear 3 strands of tulasi beads around the neck has been given in Hari Bhakti Vilasa. Without wearing a tulasi mala, all auspicious religious performances such as Bhagavat Archana, Bhagavat Upasana are rendered fruitless. Without wearing a tulasi mala, all auspicious religious performances such as Bhagavad Archana, worship, Bhagavad Upasana, your sadhanas, are totally fruitless. The Shastras prescribe wearing necklaces made of lotus seeds, Rudraksha beads, beads made from the myrobalan tree which we covered, Tulasi beads, and so on. For the Vaishnavas, however, the wearing of Tulasi Mala is the best of all. Tulasi is supremely pure and very dear to Bhagavan. Therefore, by wearing a Tulasi Mala, the body, mind, words, and soul become pure. And the inclination towards bhakti begins to manifest spontaneously. The Shastras prescribe wearing two kinds of tilaka. Urtva Pundrika, vertical markings worn on the forehead of Vaishnavas, and Pundra, three horizontal lines worn across the forehead by Saivites and Mayavadis. Vaishnavas and faithful Brahmanas should wear Urtva Pundra Tilaka. Urtva Pundra Tilaka is known as the temple of Lord Hari. If you are not wearing that, there is no temple. For Sri Bhagavan to reside in it. Only after first applying Urtva Pundra Tilaka, in 12 places should one carry out his daily religious performances, worship, and other various services. According to the Padma Purana, one should not see the body. Okay, watch again. According to Padma Purana, one should not see the body of a human being that is devoid of Urtva Pundra Tilaka. The body of such person is compared to a crematorium. Understand now? This is very, very important. So Shastras prescribe wearing Urtva Pundra Tilaka made either from Gopi Chandana, a type of white clay produced in Dwaraka, or from the dust of Sri Vrindavana, the dust of Radha Kunda, the dust from places where Tulasi is grown, and so on. Nonetheless, in all the Shastras, the greatest importance is given to wearing Urtva Pundra Tilaka, made from Gopi Chandana. By wearing the Tilaka, all of one's Subhakarma produce imperishable results. By this simple act, Bhagavan becomes pleased with one obtained Bhagavad Bhakti. The following statement regarding the wearing of Urtva Pundra Tilaka is found in Hari Bhakti Vilasa, cited from the Garuda Purana. Anyway, so I will just skip this for now because time is running. Okay. Those who take Gopi Chandana, produce in Dwaraka, and apply it to their forehead daily as Urtva Pundra Tilaka, find the results of all their activities multiplied by millions of times. Even if such activities are performed without the proper purificatory rites, without the chanting of mantras, without faith, or at a prohibited time, they produce imperishable results simply by the wearing of Gopi Chandan on the forehead. Yes, we did a Gopi Chandan drama. Yes, this Dwaraka, how the Gopi Chandan all reached there in Dwaraka, where that place is still, they are digging, and that's where they are bringing so much and so much for us. That's what we are wearing. That's a different thing. But now, people are really just getting misguided. And because now, the thing is, once these acharyas leave this world, basically everybody really goes crazy. This is what is happening. Okay, so now with that, we will finish with some the added from Pradyumna Prabhu, because he saw something in his location, in his place, were very different. Pradyumna Prabhu, you want to say something? Pradyumna Prabhu? Pradyumna Prabhu? Okay, anyway, so I can just mention what it is anyway. So I do not want to say any point to anyone, but he actually asked me for my guidance. Because his mother, of course, he really left the body recently. You might have seen that one. But anyway, she was attached to that organization. So now the local guru in that organization has declared, including himself, never wear any more Gopi Chandan. Don't have to wear any this kind of dresses. Never wear these Gandimala. Nothing. And no chanting beads, nothing. And basically you become pant and shirt, or whatever that is convenient. And what is important is inside. So he was asking me, and then I referred to this and saying, no, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has really mentioned about this, that these are all very, very important. Because now as the organizations and then also many groups, they are all falling down because of probably the Vaishnava Ninda, whatever the reason it could be. But this is not something that we should even get attachment to that, and we should not even listen to those. Because otherwise, we will be sacrificed. Always remember, Sutta Bhakti is not easy to get. Sutta Bhakti is very, very confidential. Only by sadhu sangha, a proper sadhu sangha, and proper devotional service, and proper etiquette, proper, because look at here our acharyas. Did any of the acharyas that stopped using this wearing tilak and then wearing kandimala and then these all the dresses according to their whatever their this thing is? No. So this is very, very bad. Anyway, with that, we will stop here. So 21st we covered, and what you are seeing on that is different kinds of tilak. They're all Sampradaya tilak. We have Gaudiya, you have way of putting, and then we have this is actually the feet of Krishna, and then that is basically the temple of Krishna, and then we put the Tulasi, and that is the Tulasi serving Krishna. This is basically so that is why Tulasi is very important, and that is the reason we also wear the Tulasi Mala. This is very, very important. Then of course we have Ramanuja Sampradaya. They are also, all the 4 Sampradayas. Good. Yes, then you also have other Nimbarka, etc., Madhva. Yeah, so they are all Sampradayas. Only difference is depending on your mood again, you will have different kinds of affinity towards the kinds of worship. So luckily, we are all under our Gurudev and under Gaudiya Sampradaya. So we are actually following that. And we have to follow all these things. Because sometimes when you may not really want to really wear that is, because this is modern world, not like India or wherever. Suppose you are traveling. Yes. So, you what you can do is, you can take Ganges water and then chant the Gange cha Yamune Saiva Godavari, that Ganga purification thing, and then take it with your middle finger and then put that as the tilak and then put water marking everything. So that is also equal, because that way is not visible for others for some reason, but otherwise locally, wherever in home and also moving in society, also attending programs and all yes, we have to wear proper attire. And in fact, someone was even pointing out, because we normally when we have deities at home, we have a habit of wearing the kurta. What is it called? What is the thing called again? What is the thing they really wear there? Remember see, my memory is not good at all. Not sari, but actually proper for male dhoti, and then this kind of kurta, and for the ladies sari. But again, the problem is at home it may be very inconvenient to really keep on wearing sari and working all the. But proper Vaishnava etiquette is that ladies wear sari and do the worship. Otherwise, it is not effective. Yeah, I think we will be hitting those kind of things also. Vaishnava etiquette sometime when we read. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. All right. Okay. So what I really want to do is just 3 minutes. want to glorify Gurudev. So let me just sing this one and we should be fine. Oh Gurudev, oh Srila Gurudev, so Srila Guru Prabhupada. Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki, Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki, Aarati Aarati Mangala Murati, Aarati Aarati Mangala Murati, Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki. Janma Marana Samutra Nigandhi, Janma Marana Samutra Nigandhi, Jayati Jayati Jagadguru Jayati 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 Jagadguru Jayati Ragabhakti Jagato Dadati Ragabhakti Jagato Dadati Ramana Manjari Radhika Dasi Ramana Manjari Radhika Dasi Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki, Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki. Tevari Pura Arbuda Janani, Tevari Pura Arbuda Janani, Triloka Maha Bhagavata ki, Triloka Maha Bhagavata ki, Dayala Rupa Ramana Sundari, Dayala Rupa Ramana Sundari, Durlabharada Dasyam Dadati, Durlabharada Dasyam Dadati, Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki, Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki. Mahaprabhu Gana Parthada Vasati, Mahaprabhu Gana Parthada Vasati, Mahamandra Rasa Vilasin, Mahamandra Rasa Vilasin, Amrita Vaniya Madhurya Premi, Amrita Vaniya Madhurya Premi, Ananda Rasika Guru Jana Kridati, Ananda Rasika Guru Jana Kridati, Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki, Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki, Aarati Aarati Mangala Murati, Aarati Aarati Mangala Murati, Aarati Yuga Guru Narayana ki. So with that we'll conclude for today. Vanja kalpatarivchecha kripa sindhupyevacha patitanam pavanepyo vaishnavepyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. All glories to Srila Gurudev, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to our all acharyas. Hare Krishna. Okay, see you tomorrow. Yes, so I started with the fever. Now the fever is gone. So hopefully tomorrow my voice also probably maybe a little better. So see you tomorrow. And that time will be, what is that again? Saturday will be 9 a.m. for US. For US it is 9 a.m. And Trinidad it is 10 a.m. And Nigeria 3 p.m. And India 7:30 p.m. Same day, same Saturday. Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay. All right. Okay, there is one question. One question though. There is one question coming. Guruji, can a woman take sannyas? No, it's not. It's not. See, but one can actually live like a sannyasi. That is different, but it's not possible. So that is why also if you see that our original Gaudiya, the Sampradaya, if you see all the 4 Sampradayas, a woman taking sannyasa is, of course, there are a couple of exceptions there. One is that the consort of Nityananda Prabhu. Yeah, so because she really, Vasudha, what is her name?
Janua Mataji.
Janua Mataji. Janua Mataji. Yeah. So that is exception because of the way she really manifested all the so much of wonderful. I mean, it's amazing. So yes. So otherwise it is not. So the Shastra does not really allow that because of the so many other things are involved because the hormones are different. Female hormone is different and the male is different. And another thing is protection. When you take sannyas, you have to take protection only on the Lord. So now if you take, remember I was talking about, I gave a Harikatha about that Ganga Mataji, right? Ganga Mataji Sachidevi from Assam. Yes, so she was like sannyas because she was living by herself. But again, her guru told that no, you cannot be alone. So that is why he really arranged another lady, and they were always together afterwards. Starting from Brindavan, then also Radha Kund. She was there for several years. They were always together because you need protection. So that is why Gurudev is always particularly saying that don't be too much this thing, but Krishna will give you empower that sometime when the time comes. You will get a body like that so that you can actually take sannyas in the proper way. Otherwise, problem is there are so many other social problems will come. You will run into so many issues. Even for the male, anyway, I don't want to go too much on that. See, they are falling down. But a woman is having very less protection. This is the problem. So we have to. That is why, according to our Vedic this thing. Even when one takes sannyas, the consort of that person has to be left under the custody of the elder son. And then only he can take sannyas. He cannot just like that run away also. Because very, very important, those are to be arranged. Now also remember when one takes sannyas, full sannyas, the ladies are not supposed to even touch the feet of a sannyasi. It is supposed to be aparat. It will be a problem. You will have a big problem actually. So you have to be very careful. So sometimes, if it is the pre-sannyas or something, it may be allowed. But the thing is, it's better not to really touch. There are a lot of etiquettes which I think we will be covering there as we go. We'll finish this first, then we'll go into the other one. Yeah, we have our own rules and regulations we have to follow. All right? Okay. All right. Okay. Hare Krishna. See you tomorrow. All right. So it's going to be from 22nd onwards. I think today we started 11 and ended in 21st, then 22nd. Oh, yeah, that's easy to remember anyway. Okay. All right. Hare Krishna. Okay. See you all then.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Nice. Very nice to hear. Wonderful. Oh, Sarojini is also good to make it today. And Revati is there. Okay, Prasanna there. Very good. Pratimana Prabhu. I wanted to engage him, but could not. Otherwise, all okay. Mishraji. All right, Prabhuji. Since several, I think, weeks that I didn't really talk to you or something. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, so we'll be looking forward anyway. So yes, Prabhuji, and of course Karuna Mai as usual. Then also Kamala. Okay, yes, Kamala Devi. I got your question also. Very nice. Okay, all right then. See you tomorrow. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Master.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.